All right, so this is a video about something which I would consider very basic, but in this case kind of confusing: spark plugs on a Toyota 3.3 V6. This is from an '07 Solara. I was kind of surprised. I went onto AllData and I saw that it paid 2.9 hours to do spark plugs, which really surprised me. Even stranger was there was no actual repair instructions of what to do. Which is also kind of odd from AllData's side. So I did a little Googling. I'd never done this before. And I watched this 29-minute tutorial about how to change the spark plugs. And the guy pulls off the intake manifold. I'm like, man, what a terrible design from Toyota, who's generally known to be quite thoughtful with their service procedures. So I then bought the car, and I bought it for my dad. I'm changing the spark plugs along with a bunch of other stuff. And I thought, let me just see what I can do, because I really don't want to have to pull the intake manifold and buy the gaskets and everything. So anyway, I started by removing the PCV valve, because I was going to replace it anyway, which goes here into the valve cover. And then there's a little elbow here that goes from the intake to the valve cover for this. I removed those. I just loosened this clip, no tools required, from this harness, and I got all three coils out, 1, 2, 3, and all three plugs out, 1, 2, 3, and it really wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't as easy as those, but it really wasn't that bad. So I thought maybe I would just publish what I used, because maybe the reason Toyota and maybe others think you got to remove the intake manifold is because they're not familiar with the tools that are available. So I used a short 10mm from Snap-on, not even a chromie, and this is a relatively short, it's like a 6-inch long small head 3/8 ratchet. They used to make these in 1/4 inch, and then they became popular in 3/8 as well. You could use 1/4 or 3/8, and for the coils I just used those just like that. And then for the plugs I used a normal spark plug socket, a normal extension, and then I use this it's like half of the length of this, and just this wheel makes things a little bit easier. So yeah, I'm done. It took me like maybe 10 minutes to get these out. You just kind of shove your arm in here, you can get all the way over there, and then it's actually easiest to hand yourself tools from over on this side in between the throttle body and the intake. But please do not spend 3 hours changing spark plugs and pulling off an intake manifold unnecessarily. That was a piece of cake, guys. Hope that helps somebody.